Here's some more from the middle. Come on, what you got? Woo! What about the people up top? I see you. Hey, y'all, how's it going? Welcome to Miss America. Hey, girls. How y'all doing? Can we give a round of applause to the fabulous panelists? My sisters. Miss America 2020. Heather French Henry, are you really wearing the same thing as me? She's wearing my same outfit. Do you know that she has my same birthday and she has the audacity to come out here and wear my same outfit today? Well, great minds do think alike and you look fabulous. We have to take a picture. This is epic. It's so great. I am so happy to be here with you all tonight. Let's crown the 100th anniversary Miss America. I am so super excited to be here with you all, coming to you live from the Mohegan Sun Arena, where for the past 2 weeks, 51 young women have been competing for the honored title of Miss America. I am thrilled to be your host tonight, and as a member of this distinguished sisterhood, I'm excited to introduce our panelists for the evening, who just so happen to be three of my favorite forever sisters. I'm honored at this moment to have with us forever Miss America, French Henry, Miss America 2000. Debbie Turner Bell, Miss America 1990. And Katie Stam Earth, Miss America 2009. Now join me in welcoming to the stage my sister, my co-host, and my friend, Nina Davallari, Miss America 2014. Hey, girl, hey, sister. Woo, you are hot.
Oh, likewise.
So good to see you tonight.
Oh, it's so good to be here.
You enjoy your time. I'm going to get to the back and get this party going.
Yes, thank you so much. I am so honored and excited to be here this evening. Tonight, as you know, I have been part of this 100-year legacy. And oftentimes people ask me what has been the best part. And I can honestly say that it is the sisterhood. So I'm so excited to welcome a new sister. We are leaders, we are groundbreakers, we are trailblazers. We're going to see all the women here tonight doing exactly that. So, are you guys ready? Me too. So Erica mentioned the fact that our candidates have been at the Mohegan Sun for longer than just today. So let's take a look to see what all they did. We want to give a special thanks to our preliminary judges, Danielle Canty, Kevin Davis, Jessica Ray, John Gurney, and Paige McCoskey. Our candidates started the competition earlier this week when they were interviewed by our preliminary panelists in a private interview. During our preliminary nights, they competed in talent, social impact initiative, and onstage interviews. But tonight will look a little different. We all know that at its core, the Miss America program is about empowering women through scholarships. The women on the stage tonight are competing in front of our panelists for close to $500,000 in scholarship awards. Yes. But there is one scholarship that you can help decide who gets it, and that is our Miss America's Choice Award. Go to spot.fund/America's Choice to vote for your favorite candidate to win this $10,000 scholarship. Voting closes at 10 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, and the winner will be announced in the morning. The auditing team from EY will be announced this morning. Okay, now are we actually ready to go? All right, so I said this year was going to be a little different, and we're going to start out exactly that way. The auditing team from EY have randomized 5 groups of 10 women. From each group, only 2 candidates will be called to compete on stage tonight. The women called are our top 10 finalists. But before we can get to the results, let's meet the women competing tonight.
As a Master's of Legal Studies graduate who hopes to one day become the Secretary of State or a U.S. Supreme Court Justice, I'm Miss Arizona, Amber Bartow.
As a graduate of Johns Hopkins and Georgetown, on my way to medical school, I'm an ensign in the U.S. Navy, and your Miss Maryland, Lydia Stone.
Graduating from The Ohio State University, seeking a career in macro-level social work, I'm a nonprofit founder and your Miss Ohio, Laura Curran.
A third-year law student at Fordham Law, order in the court, it's New York, Sydney Park!
Pursuing a dual degree in piano performance and communications with the plan to become an entertainment attorney, I am Julia Herron, South Carolina.
On track to become the first college graduate in my family and a debt-free one thanks to the Miss America organization, I'm your Miss North Carolina, Carly Batson.
Author, researcher, teaching assistant, judicial scholar, and literacy advocate. A second-year doctoral student at the University of Georgia, pursuing a PhD in political science and international affairs with a dream of equal access to education for all. I am Carson Ansley Pennington, Miss Georgia.
University, aspiring to follow in my grandfather's footsteps as mayor, representing the Cowboy State, I am Michaela DeVolt, your Miss Wyoming!
A current college junior studying biomedical sciences and voice performance, coming to you from the land where the winters are cold, but the people are warm. I'm your Miss Alaska, Emma Broyles.
A cum laude graduate of the William S. Richardson School of Law and bringing you the sunshine and aloha spirit, I am Courtney Choi, Miss Hawaii.
And this is your first 10 group of contestants. All right, from right now, from this group, I will begin announcing the top 10 finalists. Remember, 2 from this group will move on. The first finalist to be the 100th Miss America is Miss New York, Sydney Park. Your second finalist from this group, Miss Alaska, Emma Broyles. Congratulations, ladies. Please give them all a round of applause.
A musical theater lover turned news reporter. This first-generation college graduate is ready to anchor your morning news with integrity. From the birthplace of Miss America, I am Miss New Jersey, Alyssa Sullivan. An MBA student, certified strings coach, choreographer, and champion for mentoring. I'm Miss Nebraska, Morgan Holen. An anchor of the most watched weekend newscast in the heartland, reaching homes across 5 states every night. I am Isabel Hansen, Miss Illinois.
Start your engines, ladies and gentlemen, from the racing capital of the world. I'm your Miss Indiana, Braxton Kennedy Heiser.
A graduate of the University of Iowa, journalist and startup company vice president, coming to you from the state with more pigs than people. I'm here to prove that my home is more than plows, cows, and sows. I am Grace St. Keller, Miss Iowa.
With a degree in agriculture from Montana State University, I'm here to remind you to thank your farmers and ranchers. I'm Jessica Chris, Miss Montana. A first-generation American citizen pursuing a Master of Social Work at Boston College with a passion for developing young leaders, I am Miss Massachusetts, Elizabeth Pierre. As a nonprofit founder with a bachelor's and a master's degree focused on amplifying the voices of those left unheard, my heart is set on equipping our nation with a voice of inclusion for all. Representing Pennsylvania, I am Megan Sinisi.
Currently pursuing my master's in energy and environmental policy. As a park ranger, I will bring diversity, equity, and inclusion to STEM careers and the Park Service. I'm Miss Delaware, Sophie Phillips.
a photographer, a teacher, a dancer, a friend, but here to remind you that those labels do not define who you are. I'm Maddie Louder.
Here we go. Oh, I remember being in that spot. And I'm so glad to be over here. Our next two finalists are Miss Illinois, Isabel Hansen. And Miss Massachusetts, Elizabeth Pierre. Thank you, ladies, so much. Good luck to you in the future.
Nonprofit organization Heart for the Arts, and proud dog mom to my Australian Shepherd, Miss Barkinsaw. I am Whitney Williams, Miss Arkansas. A senior at Liberty University studying strategic communications, preparing for the LSAT, and one day a state legislator. I am your Miss Oregon, Abigail Hayes. A summa cum laude graduate of the University of Alabama, pursuing a career in music. I'm Holly Brand, Miss Mississippi. A first-generation master's degree graduate from the state that is showing the nation what it truly means to unite. I am Haley B. Wheeler, Miss Kentucky.
An MBA student, writer, and Appalachian girl, here to remind you to embrace all that you are. I am Miss West Virginia, Jalen Ratchford.
Ever ran a crawfish trap or caught giant blue crabs on a chicken leg? No? Join me in the Bayou State to feed your soul. An aspiring pediatrician and summer camp coordinator for disabled and disadvantaged youth, I'm Miss Louisiana, Julia Claire Williams. The first person in my family to not only graduate with her bachelor's but her master's degree thanks to the scholarship dollars earned in this organization. This Granite girl has biceps almost as big as her heart. I am Miss New Hampshire, Ashley Marsh. A three-year summa cum laude graduate from Auburn University, a student at Vanderbilt University pursuing a master's in finance, and an aspiring global business strategist. I'm Lauren Bradford, Miss Alabama. A film student at the College of Southern Nevada by day and a magician's assistant by night. I've made it my mission to make Alzheimer's disappear. I am Macy Renee Toole, Miss Nevada.
A graduate of the George Washington University in DC and practicing economist, representing the smallest state with a big heart for small business, I am Lee Payne, Miss Rhode Island.
Okay, good luck, ladies. Out of this next amazing group of women, our next finalist to move on is Miss Oregon, Abigail Hayes. Okay, we have our 5, and we have 5 left. From this group, the last person to move into our top 10 is Miss Alabama, Lauren Bradford.
An Oklahoma City University graduate, a 7th grade teacher at a historically Black middle school, and above all else, an advocate for inclusion. My students call me Miss Robinson, but you can call me Miss Oklahoma, Ashley Robinson. A first-generation, debt-free graduate from the California State University and a 10-year substance abuse prevention advocate, I am proud to represent the Golden State. I'm Jasmine Avalos, Miss California. A future attorney who hopes to one day work for the ACLU. And no matter what happens tonight, I've made history by being the first active duty military service member to compete for the job of Miss America. I'm Miss Colorado, Laura Spence Carroll.
An ensign in the United States Navy, a therapist, and a doctoral candidate with 2 master's degrees in clinical and forensic psychology, representing the city that should be the 51st state. I'm Miss District of Columbia, Andalyn Medina.
A senior at Kansas State University majoring in music education, I'm Taylor Clark, Miss Kansas.
Senior at the University of Missouri, preparing to take on nonprofit management and provide opportunity for individuals with disabilities. A proud farmer's daughter and representing Missouri, I am Callie Cox.
A magna cum laude graduate of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute and now a strategy consultant at one of the Big Four. America, welcome to Connecticut. I'm Sapna Raghavan, Miss Connecticut.
A junior at the University of Alabama, majoring in chemical engineering with a minor in mathematics, representing my home of New Mexico, I am Sienna Mascareñas.
Celebrating 8 years as a volunteer firefighter, I usually put out the
wildfires, but I'm here to bring the heat tonight. A proud 7th generation Vermonter, I am Danielle Ramona Morse, your Miss Vermont. A cum laude graduate from the University of Florida and soon to be law student with plans of serving in the national press secretary role. I'm Miss Florida, Leah Roddenberry.
I get to make 2 dreams come true for Miss District of Columbia, Andalyn Medina. And also moving forward is everything's great in my home state, Miss Florida, Leah Roddenberry. Wishing you all the best, ladies.
Graduate of the University of Michigan and a current medical student. Representing the Great Lakes State, I'm Vivian Zong, Miss Michigan. An entrepreneur, podcaster, and voter advocate with a cum laude degree from Belmont University. Hailing from Music City, I'm Tally Bevis, Tennessee. A nonprofit professional here to contribute my fundraising skills and experience and lead Miss America into her next historic century. I am Jennifer Schmidt, Miss Wisconsin. A current public health professional and future epidemiologist, here to tell you that if you are struggling with your mental health, you are not alone. I am Ellie Mark, Miss Minnesota. A senior studying political science at Brigham Young University, the CEO and founder of Archive Sunday, digital content creator and an advocate for the human rights of refugees. I am Miss Utah, Sasha Sloan. U.S. Army soldier and Latina first-generation college student with a passion for finance and social justice. I'm your Miss Idaho, Eris Torres. Businesswoman, marketing professional, health advocate, and aspiring Radio City Rockette. Representing the great state of South Dakota, I am Caitlin O'Neill. Published author, suicide prevention advocate, Baylor graduate student, and future speech pathologist. I'm Mallory Fuller, Texas. A graduate of Liberty Liberty University with a degree in musical theater, working towards the Broadway stage. I'm Miss Virginia Tatum Shepard. Small in number, but mighty in stature. From Badlands to Bee Farms, I am proudly representing North Dakota, Raina Bergstrom.
We're down to our last two. Your 9th finalist moving forward tonight is Miss Utah, Sasha Sloan. Congratulations, ladies. I know you've all worked so hard. Your last finalist for Miss America 2022 is Miss Texas, Mallory Fuller. Thank you, ladies, so much, and to all the candidates here tonight. When we come back, we will learn more about each of our finalists' social impact initiatives and see them perform their talent right here.
Coming up next, get to know more about our top 10 candidates by hearing what they're passionate about. Coming back live from Mohegan Sun Arena.
M-I-C-K-E-Y, we in the place to be, yeah, we also proud, like. So happy, T-P-P-Y. City is making you smile. Now it's been 50 years making you smile.
Heart is pumping, hands trembling. A moment defined by one word, yes. This day is beautiful. A dream come true. And though all eyes are on us, all I see is you. I will always be with you, and you always with me. That is what love means.
There's this feeling we chase. Like someone upped the brightness on the entire world. A full body endorphin rush we'll chase again and again. Feel the hydro high.
Stand up against street harassment.
78% of women have experienced sexual harassment in public spaces. We see it happen and uncomfortably look away. The time has come to keep our heads up.
Take a stand and learn how to combat street harassment.
Thank you for joining us live in Uncasville, Connecticut, in the Mohegan Sun Arena. If you missed it, we just announced our top 10 finalists and are about to move on to the first portion of competition this evening. As we celebrate the 100th anniversary of Miss America, we must also reflect and remember that she has always been a leader for her community and nation. Through their social initiative, this class of candidates continue the legacy of making an impact within the community. Tonight, for this celebration, all of your top 10 candidates will be performing their talent. Along with our partners at TikTok, they will share how they are continuing the legacy of Miss America organization through their social initiatives. Join me in welcoming your first candidate in our talent phase of competition.
Hey, what's going on? You ready to play some soccer? What do you mean you don't think you're good enough? Of course you are. I mean, here's the thing, we're not here to be the best. Actually, we're just here to get better, to learn, make some friends, and have fun. I don't even care if we win. I've always got your back. You know what I always say? We're part of one team. And what does that mean? That's right, we are better together. And that includes you. All right, get those laces tied. I don't want you tripping out there. Come on, let's go.
One Team is an advocacy initiative for youth athletes who lack access to and face exclusion from sports. We empower kids to develop as leaders and teammates. When we play as one team, we all win.
When I was a little girl, I was told to sit like a lady. Ankles crossed, knees together, back straight, chin up, perfect. Porcelain perfection. But if you tell me to sit like a lady, I will speak like a lady. With conviction, diction, direction, a woman with a vision, unfazed by derision, she speaks and the world listens. If you tell me to sit like a lady, I will act like a lady and fight against injustice in the name of justice. Fight against hardened hatred with unbending courage that will not be intimidated. Fight so our daughters know what it meant to see the first, but not the last, Madam Vice President. If you tell me to sit like a lady, I will think like a lady, bravely conceiving of dreams worth believing and striving for all those ideals worth achieving. If you tell me to sit like a lady, I will sit like a lady. I will sit like a lady in the State House, in the Senate, in a courtroom, in a boardroom, in a corner office, in the Oval Office. Because if you tell me to sit like a lady, well then, you best be prepared for when I stand like one too.
Thank you, Miss New York. Please welcome candidate number 2, Miss Alaska.
Fade in on a girl with a hunger for fame, and a face and a name to remember. The drama, the laughter, the tears just like pearls. Well, they're all in this girl's repertoire. It's all for the taking, and its magic will be making. Let me be your star. I'll just have to forget the hurt that came before. Forget what used to be. The past is on the cutting room floor. The future is here with me. Choose me. She'll do all she can for the love of one man and the millions who love from afar. I'm what you've been needing, and I'm here and my heart's bleeding. Let me be your star.
Candidate number 3, Miss Illinois.
Hi everyone, sorry about that. I'm Isabel Hanson, Miss we can't get a break from notifications these days. Today's digital world doesn't shut off. To make sure young people across the country thrive in our digital society, I founded the Media Literacy Movement. In Illinois, I'm leading the rollout of a bill that requires media literacy to be taught in schools. These states have similar legislation. As Miss America, this is my goal. No matter where you're watching from right now, here are 2 ways you can be media literate. Set boundaries for yourself. I like to turn off my social media notifications. Ditch the alarm on your phone and instead use one of these. Happy scrolling.
Please welcome candidate for Miss Massachusetts.
Let's go put a finger down, but I won't tell you what it means until the end of the video. Start with 3 fingers up. Put a finger down if you know a young person, aka someone between the ages of 15 to 24. Now, put a finger down if you've asked them what can be done to make a more peaceful society. And finally, put a finger down if you've given that young person a platform to share that vision of peace with the world. If all of your fingers are down, you are off to a great start at empowering youth voices, but don't stop there because age does not limit purpose or potential. I invite all of you to continue to listen to the young people around you because that collaboration is what will empower youth voices.
It must have been cold there in my shadow. You were content to let me shine. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, and I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. I would be nothing without you. Do I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. You are the wind beneath my wings.
Me too. I'm really excited to share, as I mentioned, that one of the best parts of this organization is sisterhood. And we have a very special message from one of our sisters To give you a little teaser, her and I have a little bit in common. She was Miss Syracuse, she was also Miss New York, and she was Miss America. She is Vanessa Williams.
Hi, it's Vanessa Williams, wishing everyone at the Miss America pageant a happy 100th anniversary. May this be the beginning of 100 more years of change, excellence, and service. Good luck, girls.
This is truly one of the most beautiful aspects of this organization. It's the friendship and the sisterhood. The Miss Congeniality Scholarship is a $2,000 scholarship and is voted upon by all of the candidates in her class. This year, for the first time, the vote for Miss Congeniality was unanimous. Though the winner is not with us on stage tonight due to an illness, the Miss Congeniality Scholarship goes to Miss Maine, Mariah LaRock. This scholarship has been awarded to Mariah on top of the $3,000 scholarship received for being a national candidate competitor. Congratulations, Mariah. Continuing on with talent, candidate 5, Miss Oregon.
Just like Christmas trees, youth require certain elements to grow. This Charlie Brown Christmas tree is an example of what happens when underserved youth do not receive the support they deserve. For the youth of America, there are currently 2.5 million homeless kids, 10 million living in poverty, and 16 million that are food insecure. However, when you take your time to mentor a child, when we change policies surrounding economic security, and finally, when you spread awareness and invest in their individual futures, children are able to shine and reach their fullest potential.
Through Generation Next, you can make an impact by giving the gift of hope.
Some people think that the physical things define what's within. I've been there before, but that life's a bore so full of the superficial. 'Cause some people want it all. Some people want diamond rings, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I got you. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, now some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you.
We are halfway through social impact and talent. Come back to see the rest after the break. Live from Mohegan Sun Arena.
I've been coding for about 5 years now. I started learning when I was 10, and I've been coding ever since. I used to see my dad doing whatever this was on his computer. I didn't really understand it. And I was like, what is this?
I started teaching her coding concepts, and she was able to comprehend it like a little sponge. I created that first version of PhotoPatch. I wanted it to be something that was just as easy as posting to social media.
So I just took the initiative to build it out.
She came back with her version of the mobile app. It was surreal. I was like, what is happening here? A 13-year-old built this mobile app.
It's not a privilege for kids to be able to talk to their parents. It's a right.
Now, young lady, I heard that you're currently enrolled in a new coding class.
Oh, I'm actually giving a coding class, so I'm teaching kids online how to do coding.
It's really contagious to see this young spirit just getting started.
Hi, Luna. I want other girls like me to feel like they can be bosses too, and they can make a difference. I want to try to get 10,000 women of color into the tech world myself.
She said she wanted to run Photo Patch one day. And she will. I know she will.
It's an exciting night, isn't it? Let's make sure the girls can hear you in the back. Let's give a round of applause to our candidates thus far. Now, some of you got a chance to see me earlier this year at the Miss America's Outstanding Teen competition. How many people were there? They're my girls right over there. Hey, y'all. These phenomenal young women are doing amazing things in their communities and in their states, and I'm so very glad that you were able to be here to see how the big girls do it. We can't wait to see you on this stage one day. So as things are getting settled and we're getting ready for our next candidate to come up, we will now have candidate number 7, Miss District of Columbia.
Imagine it's the Super Bowl, the most highly anticipated sporting event of the year. You and your friends gather around the television, your snacks are ready, you're enjoying each other's company, arguing over who you think will win the game, and then a commercial comes on. It tells you that tonight, while 100 million people are enjoying the Super Bowl, 40 million young people are being sold into human trafficking. That means that outside of the stadium, kids are being sold just as easily as tickets are being scalped on the streets. Human trafficking is a $150 billion industry in which people are exploited through force, fraud, or coercion. Together, through increasing education, outreach, and advocating for policy changes, we can demand an end.
Little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and you'll take the sky till next morning. There's nothing can harm you. With mommy and daddy standing by.
Next to grace the stage for talent, we have candidate number 8, Miss Florida.
Hi there, I'm Leah Roddenberry,
When your home has been destroyed by violence, you have a fundamental human right to seek asylum in a foreign country. Yet last year, in the midst of a global migration crisis, the U.S. admitted the lowest number of refugees in contemporary history. In partnership with the national advocacy group Their Story is Our Story, I have teamed up with my friend / co-author Sharuk to educate Americans about what it means to be a refugee and how we can develop more inclusive communities. As Miss America, I would use the national podium to amplify refugee voices and advocate for the human rights of asylum seekers. As we lead with compassion and recognize our shared humanity, I know that we can change the conversation.
That's life. That's what people say. You're riding high in April and you're shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change their tune when I'm back on top in June. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a queen. I've been up and down and over and out. But I know one thing, each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and I get back in the race. I can't deny it. I'm thought of quitting, but my heart is just won't like it. So sister, mother, brought me sorrow eyes. I just thank God for the present. That's
Please welcome candidate number 10, Miss Texas.
Hey, I'm Mallory, and I advocate for suicide prevention. For the past 8 years, I've spent my time and energy starting conversations about suicide and speaking up on this silent epidemic. I've written 2 children's books focused on building mentally healthy children because suicide prevention begins in elementary school, but never ends. I teach critical education to people of all ages and give them the tools that they need to help others. I've even passed life-saving legislation in the state of Texas, but it doesn't end here. I do this for my friend Johnny so that everyone knows the warning signs and what to look for. My mission is simple: to save lives across America.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're returning back to candidate number 6, Miss Alabama.
On average, more than a decade of our lives are spent looking at a screen. Over 12 hours each day and all the time in between. A tool we created to replace our bookshelves. But what are we doing to ourselves? Our mouths are shut and our heads are spinning. Living like this is never winning. Unplug to find well-being. Learn how to use this tool. Truly start seeing the world around us full of endless opportunities. Let's take a step back and engage in community. Unplug, the digital diet plan is truly all you need to take control of your time. It's time to lead.
And that is how we do it in talent. A $50,000 donation from Ryan and Chantel Smith-Wirch, dedicated to Chantel's mother, Karen Smith, has doubled the amount being awarded to our candidate crowned tonight. Chantel Smith-Wirch is our forever sister and served as Miss America in 1996. This generous contribution, along with donations from the Century Club members, will bring the total scholarship awarded for Miss America to $100,000. Tonight's talent was so amazing. I just want to say thank you to all of these amazing young ladies for their dedication to their craft. And we also want to let you know that Kauai Piano not only allowed us to use their piano, but also for the preliminary awards they were a part of. So thank you to Kauai Piano. None of this would be possible without the support of partners like Rebel Athletic. And Rebel has their own social initiative spreading a message of inclusiveness, fighting against bullying, and helping girls and young women truly stand out on stage and in life. Rebel designed these amazing custom couture outfits for our candidates and added even a little bit more sparkle to tonight's proceedings and publicized their Rebel Against Bullying campaign. This is in addition to over $5 million in cash scholarships given and millions more in in-kind scholarships awarded through national, state, and local programs. A special thank you to our partners who share kindred hearts when it comes to social initiatives. Rebel Athletic, we at Miss America join you in rebelling against bullying.
Rebel Athletic is a proud partner of the Miss America organization.
This year has been extremely challenging for me. I am broken. And I am healing.
I'm here at the memorial wall. I wanted to do something to remember my mum.
For some reason, I'm having anxiety. Obviously, it's normal with everything that's going on right now.
I think I'm going to take a break for a while.
You can get through it. And if you can get through it, there's a greater reward on the other side.
Just like anybody else, I'm just trying to do my little part to try and save my community.
I'm just really excited we're back open.
And I am smiling under my mask.
Incredible scenes on the day the fans came back.
Welcome back to the theater.
You guys, it's been so long.
You're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, there I am.
Be your best. Never, ever, ever stop dreaming. I don't care what they tell you.
We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 3, find the defendant guilty.
I am proud to be Asian.
We are not drowning. We are fighting.
We cannot keep quiet about climate injustice. No action is too small.
We just have to band together as a community and get people's lives back.
Even as we grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried, that we'll forever be tied together, victorious.
Mohegan Sun has given the candidates an incredible week. From the moment they arrived, the service has been above and beyond. It's been the royal treatment. The rooms are amazing, whether you're just relaxing or getting ready for a night out. Not to mention the gorgeous views and room service that's to die for. Mohegan Sun has been the perfect place for our candidates to have the experience of a lifetime.
Welcome back to the Miss America 2022 competition. Please welcome candidate 6, Miss Alabama.
Hey, I'm Mallory, and I advocate for suicide prevention. For the past 8 years, I've spent my time and energy.
On average, more than a decade of our lives are spent looking at a screen. Over 12 hours each day and all the time in between. A tool we created to replace our bookshelves. But what are we doing to ourselves? Our mouths are shut and our heads are spinning. Living like this is never winning. Unplug to find well-being. Learn how to use this tool and truly start seeing the world around us full of endless opportunities. Let's take a step back and engage in community. Unplug, the digital diet plan is truly all you need to take control of your time. It's time to lead.
And that concludes our talent competition. How are we enjoying the evening? I'm so excited to share a few fun facts and stories about Miss America because there are some unique experiences that we all have. One of the things that I remember during my year of service, and one of my favorite moments, was actually when I was at the White House in 2014. And I remember I was there on behalf of Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, and I was pulled aside and I was asked, Miss America, would you like to meet the president? And I said, uh-huh, and it was President Barack Obama at the time. I know, don't we, like, we all miss him. But as much as I loved Barack, because we're on a first name basis now, I have to say one of the most wonderful memories I also have is being able to work with the First Lady at the time, Michelle Obama. I remember, I know, yes. I remember she actually met me and she had said that she was refining her Bollywood routine. And it was the first time that the Wali was celebrated at the White House. And for my heritage and my culture, and being the first South Asian American Miss America, it was just so special to see that recognized. And I'm so grateful for being a part of this and having this opportunity and being able to share it with all of you. And this is an entirely new generation and evolution of the next era of the next 100 years. And I'm just so proud of all the incredible women that have been in this organization. They truly are incredible spokespeople for their action, for their activism. And I hope that you've been able to see that tonight because we need more women in the world like this. If you are just joining our candidates, just showcased their talent, and our lovely panelists have scored our candidates, which means the auditing team from EY have tabulated those scores, and I'm going to ask them to share them with me now. Thank you so much. Okay, remember we just saw our top 10, and these scores reflect the social impact video that you watched, as well as each individual's talent. So as we're getting closer to crowning our Miss America 2022, let's find out who's in our top 5. Welcome back, our contestants. Our on-stage interview phase of competition begins right now. Ladies, good luck. Starting with your first top 5 finalist. Moving on in the competition and immediately to her on-stage interview is Miss Alabama, Lauren Bradford.
I'm Lauren Bradford. I'm age 21 and I'm Miss Alabama. I actually grew up as a huge tomboy, so I loved to skateboard. That was my favorite pastime, and I loved being outdoors. Whenever I was 15 years old, I remember seeing my first Miss America preliminary and realizing that it was actually a competition that had so many elements to it, and one of the biggest ones was talent. And so that was the natural fit for me. I've been playing violin ever since I was 6 years old, so knowing that I could develop that talent while also curating my skills, my speaking abilities, preparing myself for the world ahead, everything about the program drew me in and made me want to be a part of it. I would love to be crowned Miss America because I would love to start a countercultural movement. I believe that something within our culture is that there's a need to be like everyone else, but I want to be the voice that encourages the world to be ambitious and to do hard things. And I think that the new wave of Miss America does just that. I want to work to develop a legacy for the next 100 years. I think that the world is my oyster. I think that that's such a cliche, but it's so exciting to look into my future knowing that this is only one part of it and that I have the rest of my life to continue to make an impact. My impact does not end when I am no longer Miss Alabama, when I'm no longer hopefully Miss America, but it continues for the rest of my life. And so just to know that I have the whole rest of it to continue to grow as a person as well excites me.
Panelist one, Miss Katie Stamberg, please kick us off.
Well, actually, Miss Heather's going to kick us out. You're just fine.
Panelist number one, Miss Heather French Henry, please kick us off.
So, Miss Alabama, Lauren Bradford.
Hello.
So, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. We had a lot going on earlier, so thank you guys for having me here. It's such an honor. It really is. Thank you.
So, in your interview, you said we spend a decade of our lives on technology. So, in a technology-driven world, how do we change this?
I think it's all about balance. The message that I love to spread whenever I go speak to people of all ages is that it's not about throwing our devices out the window. That's unrealistic. Technology is a tool that's here to stay. And I think it's important that we learn how to integrate this tool into our lives in a healthy and positive way. So I have several things that I do to share, but the main thing that I'm doing right now is I've partnered with the Alabama State Department of Education to create technology curriculum that's become made available to every single public school classroom across my state, teaching students how to use technology because those are the future leaders of our country and they need to learn how to use that in a proper and balanced way.
Well, speaking of teenagers, how do we balance the technology and the anxiety it brings to our teens today?
You know, it's such a hard topic, but I think it's all about taking a step back and realizing that your worth is not associated with your online presence. Your value does not coincide with the number of likes you get. It doesn't coincide with the number of online friends you have. It is within you as a person. And that is the message that I want to spread as Miss America, to never be afraid of your own value.
So I'm going to flip that. I'm going to flip that around because Miss America has to have an incredible social media presence. And you're advocating to sort of take a step back. But how do you take a step back and bring Miss America forward utilizing social media and technology?
Again, it's all about balance, and I've already done that as Miss Alabama. I have a strategic marketing plan that I've given the title of Miss America, would love to enact. And I think that we can market our organization by partnering with strategic brands. I have 3 companies in mind that I would love to partner with that have a market cap of over $15 billion, and I believe that that could create synergies for us. So I think that by partnering with strategic organizations and brands, that is how we market our organization. It doesn't all begin with social media. It begins with synergies from partnerships.
So how would you plan in moving diversity forward with Miss America? How would you utilize social media and your platform to build a more diverse platform for Miss America?
I think just having cohesive messaging. Diversity and inclusion is so important at every level, and I think that the most important thing is that there is equal opportunity for all. No matter what your race is, what your background is, what your socioeconomic class is, everyone deserves a seat at the table. And as Miss America, I would love to represent that. As a future aspiring CEO who is going to be a female in a male-dominated field, I would love to show that women can be strong leaders too.
So what is, when you talk about being a woman CEO, what is it about the platform of Miss America and being involved in Miss America that has a correlation to that spirit and drive of wanting to be in business?
I think just knowing that I can achieve great things as a woman and as a female wanting to achieve great things. And I think that starts with the professional development that the Miss America organization presents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bama, that is time. We're moving on right along. Our next candidate, you are still in it, Miss New York, Sydney Park.
My name is Sydney Park. I am 26 years old and I am Miss New York. I went to Columbia University. I graduated in 2018 with my bachelor's in American Studies. Now I'm in my 3rd year of law school. My sister's getting her PhD in biochemical engineering, so my parents are extremely disappointed in us. I never aspired to be Miss America. I actually really looked up to Madeleine Albright as a kid, which was super random as a 5-year-old. And they were like, who do you want to be when you grow up? And I was like, Madeleine Albright. And they were like, what? But what I admired about her was well-spoken, walked into a room and people respected her. And then I met the women from Miss America as I got older. And I was like, These are all Madeline Albrights. And that was such a turning point for me because I realized that I was becoming my own version of the person that I admired growing up. If you see Miss New York just walking around in the street, come up to me. I'd love to talk to you about this organization. I'd love to talk to you about your day. And I think that goes for every Miss America candidate, is that we're here. We chose this job. We wanted this job because we want to talk to you and we want to be a part of your community. I forgot I said all those things.
We'll have our panelist number 2, Debbie Turner-Bell, kick us off.
Hello, Debbie
Hi,
Turner-Bell.
Sydney. How are you?
You know, I'm a lot better now.
Congratulations to
Thank
you.
you.
I want to start off with talking about children in sports. Sports can be very, very competitive. How do you propose to create an environment for inclusion for children who need to experience the team environment that children's sports provides?
You know, I'm a soccer coach in Harlem and the Bronx, 2 pretty rough and tumble places in New York City that I love coaching with. It's the best experience in the world. And I had a player come up to me. I usually ask them for their highs and their lows from the week. And at the end of the season, this little girl had never told me any high or any low, and I never force them to say it if they don't want to. And finally, at the end of the season, she comes up to me and she goes, "Coach Sydney, can I tell you something?" And I said, "Sure." And she looks at me and she goes, "You know, Coach Sydney, there are some days my parents can't afford to get me a snack after school. But when I'm here and I get to play soccer, I don't feel like I'm less than anyone else." And that's the type of environment that we create in sports, because when you are on that field, you are part of this team. You are part of a bigger thing than yourself, and you are included, and you are accepted, and you are cheered on. And that's the type of coach that I am, and that's the type of Miss America I will be.
Sydney, we live in an environment where very often in sports, kids get a trophy just for participating without any regard to their ability. Does that do more harm or more good for kids?
Let me tell you, I give out those participation medals at the end of the season, and the look on their faces. I coach U11, which is a great age. It's also the age that we see a number of girls drop out of sports. And the look on their faces when I placed that medal on them and I said, "You did a fantastic job this season." And they light up, because even if we lost 12-0, which has happened, and I'm still proud of them, the fact that they get to have a medal and feel proud of themselves for trying is what matters.
I'd like to talk to you a little bit about adult sports, if I may. There's a big disparity between compensation for women in professional sports and men in professional sports. Many justify that based on ticket sales, the number of people that attend female events versus male events. Tell me what your thoughts are and how can we level the playing field?
You know, we say that it has to do with how many people attend events and how many people watch events. What I think is unfair is that media focuses only on 4% of women's sports, and that's how much they dedicate to women's sports. 96% of sports media is about men's sports. So of course it's going to be uneven and unfair if our media is only focusing on men's sports. So give women the time they deserve, give female athletes the respect they deserve, because when they get on that field, they deserve to be respected and they deserve to get paid.
Continuing the sports theme, tell me how you encourage a discouraged player, young player who wants to quit playing.
I ask, give me one more week. And if I can't prove to you that you are worthy of being here, then you can say goodbye to this sport forever. But I just want 1 week, and let me do that for you.
Thank you.
What has been your experience when you say that?
Thank you so much, Miss New York. That's time.
Oh, we're out of time. Thank you, Sydney.
Thank you very much.
All right. Your third finalist in the top 5 is Miss Massachusetts, Elizabeth Pierre.
My name is Elizabeth Pierre. I am 23 years old and I am representing Massachusetts. Well, a fun fact about me is that I can sing the alphabet backwards in under 5 seconds. ZYXWVUT SRQPONM LKJIHTF EDCVA. My social impact initiative is all about empowering youth voices. So getting into schools, getting into communities, especially communities that haven't seen a Miss America before, and letting them know that this is something that is an opportunity for them, that is accessible to them, and an opportunity for them to use their voice as well. Miss America has changed because it's continued to evolve as the world has evolved. We've always been an organization that has included empowered and dedicated women. And I think the changes moving forward seeks to highlight that. We're not just women who wear the sash and crown, but have lives outside of this opportunity as well, and work really hard to get to where we are. The first Black Miss Massachusetts was in 2018, Gabriela Tavares. And so she opened doors for me. I am only the second now. And so I just hope to continue to see this organization grow and continue to show young women of color that this is a program that welcomes them, that wants them to be here. And I hope to be a champion for that.
Panelist 3, Katie Stammer, go ahead.
Congratulations, Miss Massachusetts.
Thank you very much.
Elizabeth, as you work to empower young voices, and so much of that is just building confidence in what they believe and their personal opinions. So how do you inspire students to have their own views, even if they're different from their parents' beliefs?
It's really all about encouraging them to step into themselves, to step into their own ideas and beliefs, because we all grow up in places where we end up having echo chambers, right? We're surrounded by people who believe the same things that we do, who think the same things that we do. And when we encourage people to get involved in different organizations, to have conversations with people who are different than them, that's how they will be able to think for themselves and learn more about the world around them.
We actually had an opportunity to watch your private interview, and in your interview, you discussed lowering the voting age to 16. Why do you believe that that's a good idea when one is still developing mentally and emotionally and not legally adults yet?
Right. We always call young people the leaders of tomorrow, but then we don't take the time to invest in them today. So if we lower that voting age, then we also implement curriculum in schools that help them be ready to vote and help them be more engaged in policy, then we will help our communities and our futures grow, not just tomorrow, but today as well.
You also mentioned 3 core values: kindness, vision, and resilience. Which one do you believe is the most important to the job of Miss America?
Absolutely resilience. That was instilled in me because of my culture. My family is immigrants from Haiti, and in the center of that Haitian flag is written, "Unity makes strength." And that unity and that resilience that my family and my parents have taught me is what has gotten me here today. As we know, the job of Miss America is one that changes all the time. And resilience is what will get the next Miss America through and be able to push forth her social impact initiative and make a difference in the American community.
So clearly the message of unity is very important to you, to your heritage, to your culture, so much of that. So how will you represent that as Miss America?
I will do that by going into schools, going into communities, and giving young people the platform to also be involved in making change and making a difference. My goal as Miss America is to let everyone know that they can make a difference. And because of that, I want to make sure that I allow young people and everyone around me, everyone in this nation, know that they are powerful, that they are resilient, and that they can make a difference. And when I go into those communities, I do not want to only go into them as Miss America, but as Elizabeth Pierre, and let them know that they are powerful.
Elizabeth, unfortunately, no one knows how long this pandemic will last, or at least the pending threat, the additional variants that keep coming out. So what do you think is the biggest challenge for Miss America 2022, really not knowing what this year is going to look like and how much they're going to be able to be in person with other people?
Well, the biggest challenge would be adapting, but I've already done that. I built a community of over 100,000 people on TikTok where I get to talk about what it means to be a title holder in this organization and what it means to be a change maker. And I hope to continue to do that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Massachusetts. We'll announce the remaining 2 finalists when we come back from the break.
Stay tuned. Coming back live on Peacock.
At Verizon, we are committed to closing America's digital divide. We are investing to bring tech and connectivity to underserved schools across the country, making high-quality connectivity more affordable for less rural communities. It's all part of our $3 billion commitment to help those who need it most and close the digital divide. Because we believe no one should be left behind.
I grew up sitting on the pharmacy counter reading the Wall Street Journal. I didn't become a pharmacist. I married one.
It was a while before we could roll out the vaccines.
The person first on the wait list never got to take the vaccine. He wound up contracting COVID and passed away. It is frustrating when I see people spreading misinformation. We make sure that people have accurate information so they make their own decision. We share life together. We're all family.
Welcome back to the 100th anniversary of Miss America, live from Mohegan Sun Arena. Before our break, 3 of the top 5 were announced. That leaves 2 spots left. And these 7 girls on stage are trying to fill those 2 spots. With 2 spots remaining, our next finalist is Miss Oregon, Abigail Hayes.
My name is Abigail Hayes. I'm 20 years young, and I am your Miss Oregon. Because my mom was Miss Portland 41 years ago, I always grew up watching Miss America, and I remember watching it, and I would practice my piano during the commercial breaks. My social impact initiative definitely hits home. I grew up down the street from my best friend, Madison, and I saw her home life. She lived in poverty. Her parents got divorced at a young age. And about a year ago, my sister went to eat downtown Portland, and she noticed that the homeless girl outside looked familiar. And it was my friend Madison. At a school just near my house, 60% of the youth there are homeless, and it's really important that we spread awareness. And so I think that that's the first step that people can take. I know that I'm a world changer, and growing up, being homeschooled, and also being African American, I experienced bullying in many different forms, and people would always tell me you're not normal. But my parents would always tell me, you know what, you're not normal, because normal's average and you're never going to be just average. I truly believe in my heart that I will make a difference for our country, whether that be through Miss America or in politics. And my mission is to be a beacon of hope. Miss America truly is an icon. And so I believe that it's important that her message and everything that she represents is hope for the next 100 years. And that is my mission as the next Miss America.
All right, Miss Oregon, Abigail, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, you know, you have such an important message, but how do you keep the youth from slipping through the cracks? You know, when we talk about underserved youth, that seems to be a pretty broad spectrum. So what would you do as Miss America to elevate that?
First of all, I think it's really, really important to get your feet on the ground and to hear individual stories. I read Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, and what she said is you never know what someone's story is, and every single person deserves kindness simply because of that. You never know what is going on in a youth's life, and just as the video showed, what happened to my friend Madison is so unfortunate, and it's really, really important that you pay attention to the signs, that you pay attention to all of the kids around you, to people around you, and when you see things that are noticeable, that you take action. And as Miss America, that's something that I would love to do. It's really important that kids have mentorship. And as Miss America, I would love to continue my work and be a mentor for underserved youth.
So talk to me a little bit about the fact that your mother was Miss Portland. No pressure there, right? So you've grown up with the system, but what has resonated with you over time about the power of being in the Miss America organization?
Where can you even begin? I mean, the Miss America organization is absolutely incredible. There are so many people that have impacted my life in the last 6 months. I competed at my very first local competition in April of this year, and a previous Miss Oregon approached me after I did not win the competition, and she told me she knew I would have my moment on the Miss America stage. And that mentor stepped into my life and made a huge impact. And I mean, same with my mother. She has made an entirely crazy impact on my life. And as Miss America, that's something that I would love to impress upon the next generation, is that anyone and any person can make an impact on people's lives.
So in our country right now, you talked in your interview about being biracial, and we have such a divide going on in America right now. So how would you use your heritage to unify our nation as Miss America?
So my family that's actually sitting somewhere in this arena here, hello, family, is amazing. We all come from different backgrounds and we all have different opinions. We all have different beliefs, different views. And something that's absolutely is amazing is that we can all come together and have these very important and difficult conversations and respect each other. That's something that's so important. I mean, I look around this arena tonight and there's so many people coming together to celebrate such an amazing thing. And I believe that that's so important. We have to listen to each other and celebrate in the incredible moments because life is worth celebrating.
So how would you take Miss America into the next 100 years?
With that exact message of hope. There's the expectancy of good to come in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abigail. Rounding out our top 5 is Miss Alaska, Emma Broyles.
My name is Emma Broyles. I am 20 years old and I am Miss Alaska 2021. It feels so incredibly empowering to be at the forefront of this positive change that's happening in our society. Miss America 2.0 is breaking stereotypes, providing scholarships, showing the world that women can be great leaders, we can be talented, but we can also wear a pretty dress. We can also be feminine. We can do all of these things all at the same time and, break stereotypes. I chose my social impact initiative because I actually have an older brother who has Down syndrome, and I have been involved with Special Olympics since he first became eligible to be an athlete when he was 7. And I really hope that with my work, I'm able to see lifelong volunteers of Special Olympics, lifelong supporters, and people who will go out of their way to continue to spread the message of inclusion. If I were able to talk to my 12-year-old self, I would have a lot of things to say to her, but one of the most important things would be to definitely not take life so seriously and to just let loose, enjoy, because you only live once. That's my life motto, YOLO, and I think that 12-year-old me would definitely need to hear that.
Hi, Emma. Hi, Emma. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
So you mentioned in your interview, your private interview, that it's important to have transparency and vulnerability on social media. How do you determine, though, what to share in the spirit of transparency and what might be oversharing and too personal to put on such a public forum?
Yeah, that is a very valid question. I think that's something that I've kind of struggled with as well because, in one aspect, I want to show people that I am just like everybody else. I think that people tend to put Miss America and Miss America title holders up on this pedestal saying, wow, she's this crazy girl doing all these awesome things and I could never be like her. And I think that in that sense, it kind of puts Miss America in this box that's kind of put aside from the rest of society. But one thing that I've really tried to do, especially as Miss Alaska, is show people that I am real. I have flaws. I have ADHD. I have dermatillomania, which is a form of OCD. I've struggled with all of these things, and because of that, I am a better person. During COVID, it was an incredibly difficult time for me, being isolated in my college dorm for so long. And it was that point where I hit rock bottom when I realized that I I can be so much more than that. And that's when I finally I got my ADHD diagnosis. I realized that I have dermatillomania, and I finally got everything figured out. And that was an incredibly important moment for me. And I think that a lot of people don't recognize that their low points are what are going to propel them into their future. And so being as transparent as I possibly can without oversharing, of course, things that might not be as appropriate is what I hope to do as Miss America as well.
You're very brave to share in that way. Educate us a little bit about some of the misconceptions and stereotypes around those who are diagnosed with ADHD.
Exactly. You know, a lot of women with ADHD go undiagnosed for at least, the first 20 years of their life, like me, or just for their entire life, because women with ADHD tend to be pegged as people who are daydreamers, right? Because you tend to see a young boy with ADHD running around the classroom. The parents realize there's something wrong, but women with ADHD tend to go unrecognized, and they tend to think so poorly of themselves because they've gone so long thinking that there was something wrong with them and thinking that they just could never reach that level. But, now that I've become medicated and now that I've been in so many support groups with other people who have ADHD, I've been able to find my true self. Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we'll see our top 5 candidates continue on in the competition.
Join us after the break to watch the top 5 become the top 3. This is more than a competition for these 51 young women. This is a chance for them to experience everything Mohegan Sun has to offer. From world-class entertainment to one-of-a-kind experiences. Mohegan Sun is honored to give each of these amazing Miss America candidates this opportunity to indulge in luxury. With elegant dining, shopping the top brands of the world, and most of all, to have fun so they can unwind and prepare for the big night. Thank you, Mohegan Sun, for giving our candidates a week they will never forget.
Innovation usually looks something like this. But what if it didn't? What if it looked like a family truck that powers a family home? Or an ordinary drive made extraordinary? Let's change what innovation looks like. From floating around in your own personal space capsule up here to what we could build for all Americans down here.
They have always fought for respect,
It was not easy being a woman in that period.
for equality,
It took every woman from each era to make this happen.
for hope. Now,
On the grand stage of WrestleMania.
they fight
The time has finally come for the women!
for you.
Cancer research requires bold and innovative thinking.
Everyone's experience with cancer matters.
It is in our stories and data that the answers can be found.
I want effective treatment for the next generation.
If you're a cancer patient in the U.S. and its territories or Canada, you may be able to help science uncover the next breakthrough by sharing your patient data and unique experience with researchers.
For our family.
For our friends.
For us all.
Join Stand Up to Cancer, Count Me In, and patients already participating at standuptocancer.org/countmein.
What a fabulous evening we're having. We want to take a very special moment to recognize the remainder of our top 10 finalists. Thank you, ladies, so much for your dedication. We're so very proud of you. And we look forward to seeing what you're going to continue to do in the future.
Congratulations, ladies. Now let's bring out the top 5 candidates. I told you before that tonight is going to look a little different, and it is, because from here on, I've got the results from the EY auditing team, and we will be announcing the 4th and 3rd runner-up at this moment. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are we ready? We are ready. Your 4th runner-up, winning a $10,000 scholarship, is Miss Oregon, Abigail Hayes.
The 3rd runner-up, winning a scholarship in the amount of $15,000, is Miss New York, Sydney Park.
And then there were 3. Being Miss America is an incredibly unique job. The ability to handle unexpected situations is what we are looking for in the next Miss America. The Miss America Challenge gives the remaining candidates the opportunity to tell us what they would do in one of these real-life, unexpected situations a former Miss America sister has truly faced. And I will tell you, we could do an entire show on those situations, a stand-up show, later to come.
Yeah, it would not be all good, though, so we'll carry on. All 3 of these candidates are ready to be Miss America. And to make the stakes even higher, all scores have been thrown out and everything is riding on this challenge.
So here we go. The first finalist for the Miss America Challenge is Miss Alabama, Lauren Bradford. Miss Alabama, your challenge comes from Heather French Henry, Miss America 2000.
Hello again. So this comes from a real life opportunity moment that actually happened to me. So the night before you're supposed to testify for a major piece of legislation in front of a congressional committee, you get a phone call from an opposing major party trying to coerce you to change your testimony. What do you do?
I think that you have to stick to what you know is right. And that means stick to the testimony that you prepared. You prepared as Miss America to be eloquently spoken, to know the facts of what you're going to say, and to know the connections that you want to make. And I think that oftentimes there are people who come into our lives who try to change what we're doing at the very last minute. But as Miss America, you know what got you there. You know why you're there, and you hold on to your purpose, and you stay true to that. And you go into that testimony, and you share what you know is right and the facts that you have prepared. And that's what I would love to do as Miss America.
Thank you.
Second to compete for the Miss America Challenge is Miss Massachusetts, Elizabeth Pierre. Elizabeth, your question comes from Debbie Turner Bell, Miss America 1990.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So this is a real situation that happened to me. A stalker who was in the audience at an appearance makes a threat against your life. Law enforcement cannot guarantee your safety, but leaves it up to you whether or not to go ahead with that appearance. What would you do?
As Miss America, I'm sure you were always put in a ton of very, very difficult situations, but I think what's most important is always your safety, because after all, if you are not safe, if you are not protected, then you cannot do your job well. And so I would make sure that I talk to my security and try to implement any sort of plan to make sure that we are ensuring my safety in order to make sure that the event and everything that's going on remains to happen. Thank you.
And our last finalist to compete for the Miss America Challenge is Miss Alaska, Emma Broyles. Your challenge comes from Katie Stam-Irk, Miss America 2009.
Congratulations, Miss Alaska. Again, a real life example that kind of plays out in a number of ways. However, here's the example we're going to give you this evening. You're at an event with a major sponsor of the Miss America organization. Throughout the evening, the male representative of the sponsoring company makes inappropriate comments and even sexual advances toward you. What do you do?
This is definitely a difficult situation because we know how important sponsorships are, but I know in my heart that as a woman, I am never going to let somebody treat me like that, because women should never be treated like they are objects. We should never be treated like we are something that can be pushed around. And so first, as tough as it may be, and as tough as it might be for the sponsorship and the fate of the sponsorship and the partnership, I would do what I believe is right, which would be to speak with him, have a conversation, and express my my concerns and my frustrations. Because women we can be angry. We can be angry. We cannot be content with things that are happening. And I think that a lot of people tend to put women down for that, but we should be able to do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I am so glad I'm not a panelist tonight. We'll be right back.
With competition complete, join us after the break to find out who the 100th anniversary Miss America will be. Live on Peacock.
You're worth it. There is value in each and every one of us, including you. Focus on what I'm about to say and repeat after me. I'm worth it, okay? Maybe that felt great, or perhaps that felt weird. Forget the naysayers and silence the critics, even if the harshest words are the ones you say to yourself. Do not doubt yourself, and this time speak it louder, really loud. I'm worth it. And the next time you hesitate before going after something you want, the next time you blush and brush off a compliment, the next time you doubt your place in the world, in the workplace, in your home, or in your own skin, say these words to yourself: I'm worth it. Because you are, and always will be. Got that?
The 99 crowned Miss America broke barriers by holding the title for longest and most unprecedented times. Her journey started in 2019 when she walked into her private interview as a scientist from Virginia. Gracing the stage for her final time as Miss America, I'm so proud to introduce my sister, Camille Schrier, Miss America 2020.
Unconventionality has been the hallmark of my Miss America experience from the very beginning. So it's fitting that my time as Miss America has been anything but traditional over the past 2 years. Although the pandemic grounded me, it simultaneously put science center stage to win the battle against our nation's most historic humanitarian challenges, and pharmaceutical innovation raced to protect our citizens through vaccines. As a proud ambassador for STEM and a student pharmacist, I am grateful that through science, we are once again able to gather and celebrate the 100th anniversary of Miss America and select a new woman who will take my job. Now actively utilizing my Miss America scholarship dollars with a laser focus on achieving my next title, that is doctor. The impact of COVID-19 on overdose statistics has fueled my continued advocacy for drug safety and overdose prevention, much beyond my time as Miss America as I pursue my career in the pharmaceutical industry. I was in fact born for such a time as this, the most challenging experience of my life, during which I have gained immeasurable perspective, patience, personal experience, and passion, and that I believe has left us all transformed for the better. And now, more than ever, we are able to recognize and appreciate that science really is all around us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Camille, for your service over the last 2 years. Let's lend our eyes to the screens to witness a glimpse of the legacy and sisterhood being celebrated tonight.
Standing in the doorway, I watched as you took off down there. Felt something like the old days, running in place, so we're running away. Oh, and you stood leaning on each other. I could feel the seasons change. Playing our old songs, bittersweet nostalgia. Try so hard to stay the same. I will remember you this way. Middle of the night, through the rolling thunder.
So many people make nights like this happen, and it is just absolutely magical. We want to say a very special thank you to Sherry Hill Designs for all of her contributions to the Miss America organization. Thank you so much, Sherry. It's here. It's time. Let's do it.
Let's do this. Thank you so much, Ernst and E&Y, for being here tonight.
The second runner-up.
Oh, wait, sorry. We're just kidding. We're just kidding.
Oh, sorry, girls. I'm ready to go. My feet
we
hurt.
want to know.
Just kidding. We have more script to read.
Let's please welcome your forever Miss Americas.
Our forever Miss Americas. They get more and more beautiful as they keep coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it loud and proud from my sisters, our Miss Americas. Camille, welcome to Forever.
And now, let's bring out our top 3 finalists.
Can you believe it? Let's go, girls. All right, second runner-up, winning a $20,000 scholarship is Miss Massachusetts, Elizabeth Pierre. And our new Miss America will actually be winning a crown made of gold. And her sash is also embellished in gold, so this is very monumental.
It is monumental because we are about to announce our 100th Miss America. Are we ready? You're looking at Miss America and her first runner-up. If for any reason that Miss America is unable to fulfill her duties, the first runner-up will take over. Ladies and gentlemen, your new 100th Miss America is Miss Alaska. Emma Broyles. Emma just won a $1,000 scholarship to continue her education.
What an amazing night. Congratulations to our new Miss America. Emma Broyles, your new Miss America, the 100th